Hello, welcome to this introductory video of analytics. Welcome all to Imurgence. Let's start your journey into the world of analytics. Not fancy PPT, very plain English, simple to understand. Learning is something which you'll always get from a lot of avenues. You have a lot of YouTube videos, you have a lot of other platforms, open source platforms, wherein you can use them for learning. Obviously, you should go ahead. I encourage you to go ahead and get used to all these platforms so that your learning is enriched. But let's understand in a very brief, succinct way how to go about in analytics. For that, the very essence is to understand the very basic building blocks. So we start off with this first video on introduction to analytics. The key to maximizing value and sustained growth so that you can get the right information to the right people at the right time, right? Which basically is the definition of information, or BI as such, what we call as business intelligence. And the next step, which is analytics. So what exactly is analytics? It's basically an amalgamation of statistics, business domain understanding, and key functionalities from IT so as to integrate all these things to solve a problem in business, in social environment, in politics, in manufacturing, in servicing, in HR, in IT, in any domain, in any vertical. That's what analytics is all about, right? There are several other key terms which have come up in recent past, like for example, data science. You might have heard about machine learning. You might have heard about IoT. All of these things are interconnected, right? So we'll try to understand as we go ahead into this journey of analytics. So, in a nutshell, what is analytics? Uh, Sometime back, it was not about a large set of data, but yes, today it is about large sets of data also. So basically, analytics is a process of how do you scape through large sets of data, understand basis those data, what could be the key patterns, hidden, visible, invisible, beyond your dimensionality, understand the correlations between various dimensions, and create insights so that the future is sorted, so that you don't take a risky decision. And even if you are taking a risky decision, the risk is minimized. Analytics basically helps you to understand the data which you have gathered. Is it junk? Could it be utilized for some key business decisions? This data could be either organizational, it could be related to the markets, it could be related to the products, it could be coming out of research, or it could even be coming out of a process. So no matter whatever you're seeing around yourself is all data, right? Now, it's about whether we do see data in everything. Now, yes, the day you start seeing data around yourself, you do start seeing analytics in every bit and pieces of whatever you're doing. That is where you can say that you have started living analytics, and that is what is the key thing, right? So, yeah, when I see at an equation of gravity, right, do I see analytics in that? Yes, I do see analytics in that, right? So basically, it's a process of bringing some generalization from some data which has occurred over a period of time. When I'm able to make out generalized rules out of a huge set of data, which might be longitudinal also. By longitudinal, what I mean is data created or assessed or recorded over a period of time, right? So analytics is basically the process by which you could make better decision, better products, better strategies to solve business problem, increase the margins, reduce losses, basically to make life easy, right? What as humans we want is, be it application of robotics, using process automation by way of analytics, is to basically reduce human efforts and move redundant tasks into an automated process. That's what is analytics. And the definition keeps on evolving as we are talking today. So let's see in a nutshell. So the first part is data. The second part is when you're applying some analytics on that. And the third part, what you're seeing is decision. So basically, you're trying to segregate a set of heterogeneous uh, bits and pieces of color-coded blocks over here, which initially to you looks like a lot of scattered dots over here. The next phase is when you're applying analytics. So you're trying to basically cluster or segment these blocks of data, essentially to take a decision as to what kind of treatment should be done on what data set. So what is data analytics? Now, we are often confused with these terms of data analytics, data analysis, analytics, machine learning. So let's try to understand data analytics. As I said initially, analytics doesn't exist without data. So the core essence or raw material of analytics or machine learning, or you can say artificial intelligence to take it to a very, very hyper level, would be the raw material which is called as data. Right? In fact, if I ask anybody in a normal session what is the definition of data also, there are different definitions, right? And obviously it's confusing. So let's come to this part. Is the use of data, IT, some statistical analog, quantitative techniques, computational physics, mathematics, all to give a manager an improved vision, or you can say a foresightedness to look at a horizon of business problems, opportunities, challenges, so that you could make a better fact-based decision. That is what is data analytics. Obviously, don't mix up with data analysis. We all do analysis on data by using Excel spreadsheets. Obviously, what is lacking over there is somebody who comes from an economics wing looks at the data with a different perspective. Somebody who comes from a statistics perspective looks at same data in a different way. Somebody who comes from maybe statistics would not look at the data from a mathematical perspective. Somebody who comes from a mathematical perspective would not look at the same data with the theory of probability. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 for a guy who is from mathematics. But maybe 1 and 1 might not make 2 in statistics, right? So these concepts needs to be clearly demarcated. Obviously, when you're talking of analytics, I would say that it's a mixture of a lot of science, right? It's physics, is statistics, it's mathematics, it's computational science, you name it, you have it. We are not strong in all the domains. So basically we try to mix up all these small granularities and make it very enriched so that we see it from a different dimension, right? So that is what data analytics is about. It's about using all the available tools, techniques which you're good in to create some pearls of wisdom out of that data so that business decisions are very apt, quantified to minimize the risk associated with the decision. That's what data analytics is.